Yo, what's up, guys? It's Overlord1469, and I think it's finally time we review the first episode of Season 7 of Star Wars The Clone Wars, The Bad Batch. Now, I was out of town, so I'm sorry I couldn't get it out yesterday, but okay, for what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about, what happens in the episode, then we're gonna talk about, what I think about it, what I liked and what I disliked about the episode, and ultimately, I'm gonna rate it from a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best and 1 being the worst. But here's the thing. We also have a legacy version of this episode, which is unfinished, and has some differences compared to this episode. So in addition to all this, at the very end, I'm going to compare the legacy episode to this version of the Star Wars The Clone Wars episode. Let's get to it. Sorry if it hurts anyone, I have a little bit of a sore throat. I'm killing my voice trying to make this episode, but it's fine. Alright, so pretty much what happens in this episode, we start off at Anaxis. We have Cody, Rex, Anakin, and Mace Windu. Then Rex and Cody are like, hey, we're losing some battles on Anaxis, right? That's because the droids are able to predict what their moves. And then Rex is all like, hey, I have this algorithm and they're using my own moves. So maybe then Cody and Rex plan that maybe they can get into a cyber sensor that the what was it called? The separatists are using, so that is sending info to their command ship. If they get in, they can be able to stop all that intel. So then they're like, Cody's all like, hey, we can recruit Clone Force 99, right? So then we go to a quick room scene with Rex and Cody. Rex proposes that Echo might be alive because he worked on an algorithm with Echo, that the separatists are apparently using, and Rex claims that Echo's printed all over it. So he claims that Echo might be alive. Cody thinks that he's crazy, but Rex just doesn't stop believing. But okay, so then we head out and meet the Bad Batch. These are 4 mutated clones. Hunter, he has hunting skills. I don't know how to describe it, but then we have Tech. He's a techie guy. Then we have Wrecker. He's the muscle. Then we have Crosshair. He's a sniper. So then they all head out. So it'd be Hunter, Crosshair, Tech, Wrecker, Cody, Rex, Jesse, and Kix. Jesse and Kix are 2 other clones. They go in a gunship, but they're crashed down. They fight their way over to the cyber sensor. And once they get there, a Tech hacks into the system. And he notices that, hey, all the system is coming from a planet called Skako Minor. And then, he's receiving, some sort of voice, and it keeps saying CT1409. CT1409. And what does that mean? That number is Echo. So then at the end of the episode, Rex is all like, hey, Echo's alive. So what I like about this episode is the spotlight on the Bad Batch. Before, we always thought that the clones were just all the same. We had the clone commander, the captain, ARC troopers, and everything else behind them. This episode shows that, hey, there are other troopers that are different. Clone Force 99 is free to do whatever they want. They are genetically different. They're like X-Men. They're mutants. There are other types of clones, so it shows us that I like the variety. I really, really like the variety. But I don't think there's anything I really disliked about the episode. I really, really like the plot, and I'm just hoping that Disney does more to help us be entertained. But I really, really, really like the episode. Well, if I really, really thought about it, if there was one thing I didn't like about the episode, it was that in the room with Rex and Cody at the beginning, Rex was holding his picture, right? With Fives, Echo, and Cody. But then the thing was, Echo and Fives were there. The Phase 2 armor still hadn't come out yet for Rex and Cody. So for them, Rex and Cody were in their Phase 2 armor. But they still weren't in their Phase 2 armor, so that was inaccurate. It really bummed me out that they didn't catch that mistake, Dave Filoni and the producers. But I still don't think that would hold it back from a solid 5. The episode was just amazing, and I'm hoping that Disney will do more like that. I really, really like the pace, and I'm just hoping that I can keep up. So that is where a regular review would end. However, there's more. There's a legacy version of this episode. After I watched this episode, I rewatched it alongside the legacy version, and I watched for similarities and differences. So what I noticed was that the beginning was mostly redone by Disney. The first 20 seconds are pretty much the same, but then when you go into the beginning scene with Rex talking to Mace Windu and Anakin about the algorithm, in the legacy version, Rex talks about that, and in addition, he talks about Echo. then Anakin is all like, "Hey, but Echo died in the Citadel, right?" Well, in this version, the Disney version, that dialogue is mostly redone, and then what was it called? Then we're taken into the room scene. That one's completely new, and then you have like Rex and Cody, right? Then Cody is the one that's all like, "Hey, wait, but Echo died at the Citadel. Rex, you're crazy, right?" So like I noticed that like yeah, the very beginning was like mostly redone, and then like it had like an additional scene with like Kix and Jesse like as they were walking up to the hangar bay. But yeah, and then like there were just a small little like dialogue like fixings, and like I noticed that in a couple other things like Kix was redesigned. I don't know why, but like well they did that, and the battle droids I feel like were rebels ified. I felt that because like I felt like the battle droids were redesigned. I didn't like that. I mean like yeah, it's not Star Wars Rebels, but I mean it's the Clone Wars and they had a specific design for the past 6 seasons. Like I don't understand why they had to move their eyes up just a little bit to fit in with the Star Wars Rebels theme. Like it felt like two Star Wars Rebels to me compared to Star Wars The Clone Wars. Like that was one thing I didn't like and I'm noticing that I'm probably going to go on for the rest of the season by now, but yeah, overall like the rest of the episode is pretty much the same. I still like the episode regardless. I really liked it. I'm just hoping that Disney can keep up the work. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.